Welcome to the Truth About Reselling. Amanda, good morning. We are putting this podcast series together because it's something I wish I had when I was starting. I was watching a bunch of reseller videos, including Amanda's, and there's all of this content everywhere, but nothing really consolidated. And I'm curious to talk to different creators in this space who have been reselling. I want to learn about the ethics of reselling. I want to learn about how many thousands of pounds a day are going to landfills or mountains in Ghana and all over the world from fast fashion, and more about goodwill and, like corporate greed. So we are going to be talking about all of it throughout this journey. But this first episode, we just want to introduce you to ourselves. So Amanda, do you want to go first?
Yes, I am honestly so excited. I feel like, especially what you touched on, is like there's so much information out there, but there's not a lot of information that's like easy to refer back to. So I would love for this space to be that, like where you could go back and be like, oh, I want to learn about this aspect, or I've like really admired this person. Let's like hear about the ins and outs of their business. I just feel like that would be really beneficial. And it would have been beneficial to me when I was starting out. But a little background on me. My name is Amanda. I am a mom of 4 kids. I've been a stay-at-home mom for like the last 10 and a half years. And I think it was about 4 years ago, I started reselling on a very, very, very small scale. And then I guess we're almost going on 2 years of talking about reselling on TikTok. So
wow.
so it was in January, so a little over a year and a half, I guess. But yeah, I love it. I love talking about reselling. When Sam came to me and was like, do you want to do this? I'm like, I have so much on my plate, but yeah, like I want to do it because I also feel like there's kind of like this space where there's not a lot of other people doing it. I know there are some other reselling podcasts, but I think we want it to be fairly casual. We just want to chat about it. We don't want to like paint ourselves as experts in any way. We want to talk to experts. We want to talk to people who are really good, because the crazy thing about reselling is that like people are all over the place, and there's so many ways to do the same job. And I love that so much. So we just want to talk to people who are doing things completely different. Like even me and Sam do things completely different. And I love that. And so I feel like we just all have so much wisdom to share with each other and to learn from each other. And it's always evolving as well. So I think that that's part of the fun of it too.
I also want to talk about the pitfalls, because the social media highlight reels,
Yes.
even on TikTok where it shows less of the highlight reels,
Ooh,
you're still
sorry.
seeing like, oh, this person had a $7,000 week when they're doing it part-time. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing wrong?
No, literally.
And then, like all the bad raps that resellers get. And I almost quit initially when I started, because I was like, am I stealing
Mm-hmm.
from people? Am I a horrible person? And so, but then when you go a little bit deeper and you look into all the like economics of it and what is actually going on, the picture is a lot different.
Yeah.
And if you look at what average resellers earn, I think
Mm-hmm.
people would change their tunes.
I totally agree with you. And I think I went through that exact same thing like early in my reselling career, thinking like, is it bad? Like, am I doing something that is harming other people? Because like I never want to
Yeah.
intentionally be doing that. And I remember having a conversation with my dad, and he was looking at me, he was like, Amanda, he was like, think about like the flip side of that and like all the good that is coming from it. And again, and then like you go even like 2 inches deeper into this topic, and I think many people's minds would be changed
Yeah.
about that. Like I even saw a girl, she came hard at resellers. This is a TikTok video a couple months ago. And I'm not a person that's going to like fight with people on the internet. So I was
Yeah.
just reading the comments. Like I'm curious. I had a lot of friends commenting in there, and she started responding back to them being like, "Oh, I didn't think about that." Or,
Wow.
"Wow, that's a really good point." And I was just, I mean, one, I was like, "Wow, kudos to her for like being able to like take feedback and like kind of change her opinion." But also it's like, if you have real conversations about this, I think your mind could be changed. And again, maybe not everyone's, and that's fine. But I just think it's such a more complex issue than most people on the internet are giving it.
Yeah.
Like they're just saying the little talking points, the things that get people riled up, and then they're leaving it at that. So they're not getting into the depth of what reselling really is. Like I'm excited to just explore all the differences and how everyone else is just doing it a little bit differently, but they're still successful. And
My husband, one time, I was telling him how I couldn't do the laundry. He was like, it's my job in the house. Obviously I am staying at home right now. He didn't have underwear one time. And I was like, well, the laundry basket is too full. I can't take it down the stairs. I'm waiting for you to take it down the stairs. And he's like, why don't you just put it in a smaller basket and take it downstairs? And I had literally like that. It's like when people say things and you're like, never crossed my mind. That was
no,
never,
literally.
never.
No, exactly.
And so
Yeah.
that's also what I'm hoping the podcast does for people and for us. It's like, oh, wow, I never even thought of doing my business that way.
It truly is like one of the most accessible side hustles. And I will like die on that hill. is like anyone could pick it up and start doing it today and make money this week.
Especially moms giving up their careers. I'm one of them.
Absolutely.
To focus on raising the family and being less ragey and more flexible and still bringing
Yeah,
money. Yeah. You could even do it from, if you didn't even have internet, you could use your library, the computer at your library,
absolutely. Mhm.
as long as you have a phone. Because the other thing too is you can get stuff for free by posting on Nextdoor and
Yes.
Craigslist and like, yeah. So anyway, I'm really excited about this, and you're going to all get to hear from some of your favorite creators and resellers, maybe that you've never even heard of.
Yeah.
So, also, if you have recommendations for people who you're like, oh, this person would be amazing to talk to, because not everyone posts what
Yeah.
they do online.
Mhm.
A lot of people don't,
Yeah, most
and
people don't and
most
are
people,
doing it very successfully. So I'm so excited. It's gonna be so fun.
it's going to be so fun. And expect the first episode out after this one in the next couple of weeks. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye guys.